If you're going for other courses, let's say arts or aviation, you can still get an unsecured loan, but for that you would require a special approval which can be quickly obtained by you. Now let me tell you why Auxilo might not be a great choice for you. So number one, Auxilo, like other NBFCs, insist upon you to do the foreign remittance from their partners, but many students complain that the forex rates of Auxilo is Hello all, this is Damini, co-founder of WeMakeScholars. I welcome you to the 54th episode of our web series LearnFlix Season 2. If you have watched my last few videos, you would have known that I am on a spree on covering all the abroad education loan products of various lenders in India. So I started with Union Bank, then I spoke about HDFC Credila, then Axis Bank, then Avance, then Karur Vysya Bank, then IDFC Bank, and I've also made videos about SBI and BOB earlier. So keep watching these series because in the next few episodes, I will be covering all the education loan providers in India. So for that, you should subscribe to our channel so that you will be notified whenever I publish a new video. So today's video is about Auxilo. Auxilo is the youngest NBFC in the overseas education loan space. There are a few which came into existence even after Auxilo, but they are not very popular. So in this video, I'll be talking to you about the non-collateral product from Auxilo for overseas education, and I'll tell you completely, the loan amount which they offer for various countries. I'll talk about the rate of interest, their processing fee, their financial co-applicant requirement, their repayment terms, and their process timeline. So in this video, I'll also tell you what are the features of Auxilo's loan product which makes it better than others and what are its drawbacks. And all the information which I'm going to tell you in this video is nowhere available online. Even the Auxilo website doesn't tell the scheme details in such a clear-cut way. You can Google it if you want. And when I make these videos, I compile the information directly from the internal circulars of the bank, and I speak to some people internally to know about the product in detail so that the information is most accurate and in an easy format for you to understand. So let's start, but before that, two important points. So number one, we have already made a lot of videos about the basics of education loans, which I think every student must know before they start their overseas education loan process. So that's why I have put the link to the LearnFlix Season 1 playlist in the description. You must watch that before you start your loan process. And the second important thing is that many of you watching this video today may not be aware of what is WeMakeScholars and what is LearnFlix. So let me tell you, LearnFlix is a web series which covers each and every detail of an education loan, right from the process, eligibility, sanction, disbursement, repayment, everything. And LearnFlix is an initiative of WeMakeScholars. WeMakeScholars is India's largest education finance platform, which is funded and supported by the Ministry of IT Government of India. So last year we have released about 4,200 crores in terms of loans to Indian students to study abroad. And the sole purpose of WeMakeScholars is to help students like you get funds for your higher education via education loan or scholarship. And let me make it very clear, all the services of WeMakeScholars are completely free of cost. So you shouldn't hesitate to get in touch with our team to seek any help with respect to your funding process. Auxilo as such doesn't have a name for its loan schemes and doesn't really differentiate between US and non-US profiles. So till date, all the NBFCs and private banks I spoke about, let's say Axis Bank or IDFC or Credila or Avance, all of them had like a special product for US which had like better ROI and better unsecured loan limits, etc. But the good part with Auxilo is that it primarily focuses on the ranking of your university, irrespective of which country that university is in, right? So that's a very great news for students who are looking for a loan for countries other than US. Now let's talk about the features of its abroad education loan product, starting with the loan amount. Talking about the loan amount, Auxilo has like a really wide range of its unsecured loan limit. So if you're going to like a top university, 60 to 65 lakhs without collateral is very easily possible. And in certain cases where the student academic profile is good and the co-applicant profile is also good, we have been able to do even 80 to 90 lakhs without collateral for top universities. Now, when you speak to Auxilo executives directly, they may not, tell you about such high unsecured loan limits. And even if they tell you later, they may not be able to get approval for such limits, from their higher ups. But at WeMakeScholars, we have like certain exclusive products with Auxilo wherein we have like an unsecured limit defined for each university, which is generally 5 to 10 lakhs higher than their standard product. So that's why if you want to avail higher unsecured loan limit from Auxilo, you should apply for your loan via WeMakeScholars. Now, at the same time, for mediocre universities, universities, Auxilo only goes up to like 35 to 40 lakhs without collateral. For low-ranked universities, you may still be able to get an unsecured loan if your co-applicant income profile is good, but in that case, you may be asked to pay EMI right from day one, even during moratorium period. Now, which universities fall in like the top category or mediocre or low rank, that information your WeMakeScholars financial officer will be able to tell you. Like most lenders in India, even Auxilo prefers to offer unsecured loan only for like master's or PG level programs, including PG diploma. But for undergraduate programs, usually secured loan is the only option. But in certain cases where co-applicant income profile is really good, we have been able to try for unsecured loans as well. But in such cases, you will have to pay EMI even during the moratorium period. With respect to courses, like most NBFCs and private banks, Auxilo also gives a clear approval for courses which are like STEM, science, technology, engineering, mathematics, or MBA. But if you're going for other courses, let's say arts or aviation, you can still get an unsecured loan, but for that you would require a special approval which can be quickly obtained by your WeMakeScholars financial officer. For example, for a few students who are going for like arts related course to Royal College of Art, we got them like 60 lakhs without collateral. Similarly, for students who are going for economics related program to LSE, London School of Economics, even for them we were able to get like 50-60 lakhs of unsecured. Generally for UK, that kind of limits are not possible. So if you are choosing, a program which is out of the box like arts or aviation or something of that sort, try to go to a top ranked university, and having a work experience in the same domain for such courses really helps. For aviation related programs, we can try for 40 to 50 lakhs without collateral provided your co-applicant income profile is good. Otherwise, you have to go for a direct EMI. So like most NBFCs, even Auxilo prefers to offer loan only for the usual study abroad destinations like US, UK, Canada, Germany. But for other countries like Singapore or Netherlands or France or Sweden, can be done on a case-by-case basis provided the ranking of the institute is good. But countries like Philippines or Ukraine, Russia, China for MBBS, that's a clear no. Now let's talk about the rate of interest. Auxilo's average rate of interest is around 12%, but we have done cases even at as low as like 10.25 to 10.75% if you are going to a top ranked university or if your co-applicant income profile is like really good. For US, the average interest rate is between 11 to 11.75% if you are applying via WeMakeScholars, and for countries other than US, the average is between 12 to 12.5% again if you are applying via WeMakeScholars. But as I mentioned, the interest rates of as low as 10.25 to 10.75% is also possible provided you're going to a top ranked university. So Auxilo has this really unique feature which I won't say it's a pros or a con, but if you decide to pay full EMI during the moratorium period, Auxilo offers you like a flat interest rate of 10.5% irrespective of your university ranking. Kindly note that when you apply via WeMakeScholars, your rate of interest will be at least 0.5 to 1% lesser than approaching the same lender directly. It is because WeMakeScholars is the largest loan facilitator in the country, which contributes about 30% of all the loans approved by top lenders in the country, including a large bank like SBI. So what happens is all the NBFCs and private banks have special approvals for WeMakeScholars, either on rate of interest or processing fee or on the loan limit. So when you take your loan via WeMakeScholars, your loan terms are supposed to be the best, and you're even free to cross-check that with other students with similar profile who have taken loan from Auxilo directly on their own. And I'm repeating again, all the services of WeMakeScholars are completely free. We are funded and supported by the Ministry of IT, Government of India. And to get in touch with us, you can request a callback using the link in the description. Auxilo has a standard processing fee of 1% of the loan amount, but when you apply via WeMakeScholars, you can get a processing fee of as low as 0.5% on a case-by-case basis. But currently, we are running a campaign wherein majority of the cases are qualified for 0.5% processing fee. Coming to when do you have to start repaying your loan back? In all education loans, there is a grace period which is called as moratorium period or repayment holiday. Auxilo offers you a moratorium period of course duration plus 1 year, and your EMI starts afterwards. But please note that unlike public sector banks, all private banks and NBFCs ask you to pay interest during the moratorium period. It could be full simple interest or it could be partial interest depending on the terms of your loan. And in a certain cases, Auxilo even requests students to pay EMI during the moratorium period in certain conditions like I mentioned before, for UG degree or for aviation courses or something of that sort. Right? Now talking about the repayment tenure, Auxilo offers a repayment tenure of 12 years right from the day of your loan sanction. which means 12 years including the moratorium period. So like every lender in India, even Auxilo requires a co-applicant for your loan, and your primary co-applicant can be parents or spouse or parents-in-law. Now if your primary co-applicant is not earning or is not having an income proof, then you have to add someone else as a financial co-applicant. Now Auxilo is quite flexible with their financial co-applicant acceptance. They allow you to add either maternal uncle or paternal uncle or aunt, or even your first cousins as financial co-applicant. But the key point to note here is that the financial co-applicant should ideally be in a major city or town. So if your financial co-applicant is salaried, they are still okay with like smaller towns. But if your financial co-applicant is a self-employed, then it has to be either a tier 1 or tier 2 city. In very rare cases where the academic profile and everything was very good, they have been able to accept tier 3 cities self-employed financial co-applicant also, but that's like a case-by-case basis. To start your loan process with Auxilo, you can request a callback via the link mentioned above. After that, your financial officer will get in touch with you. He or she will evaluate your profile and will make any profile improvement suggestions if there are any. And after that, you will be given the list of documents which are required to process your loan. Once you upload those documents on WeMakeScholars portal, your file will be logged in, and the average timeline from login to sanction is about 4 to 5 working days. But in certain cases, if you're in urgency, you can let your WeMakeScholars financial officer know about it, and in that case, we can even do it in like 2 days. And that's the important benefit of applying via WeMakeScholars. Now let me tell you why Auxilo might not be a great choice for you. So number one, Auxilo is not really the cheapest NBFC out there. If ROI is your major concern, then there might be better NBFCs out there in the market for you. But Auxilo's service standards are really better than other NBFCs. The second issue is their manual process. Many students who apply to Auxilo directly, they complain about not having a digital platform to upload the missing documents, or executives asking them the hard copies of documents again and again, which makes it really inconvenient. But this shortcoming can be easily handled when you apply via WeMakeScholars, because we give you like a completely digital journey when you are applying for any of the NBFCs in the country, or even for most of the private banks. And the third one is that Auxilo, like other NBFCs, insist upon you to do the foreign remittance from their partners. But many students complain that the forex rates of Auxilo is way higher than the others. So these are some of the issues of Auxilo. Every NBFC has its strengths and weaknesses, but the problem is that nobody tells the student when he or she is applying that what is good in one lender versus the other one, or what is bad at lender one versus the second one. So such kind of transparency can only be given to you by a marketplace like WeMakeScholars, which works with multiple lenders, right? Just imagine any bank executive is ever going to tell you, hey, I am bad at this, right? That's never going to happen. So for such insider information, you can rely on your WeMakeScholars financial officer. And if you haven't been assigned a financial officer yet, you can request a callback using the above mentioned link. Now, I hope this exclusive video about Auxilo Abroad Education Loan was really useful. I covered all the important details of their product, and I'm sure this information will really help you when you're weighing your options. If you found this video useful, please hit the like button and share it with your friends and colleagues. And you must subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss out on any such future videos.